Welcome to you, my virtual audience. We're in the series, Experience Living Purposefully into Your Very Own Story, which has 3 parts. And the part today is in Series 1, which is about experiences 1 to 10. And each one of these experiences deals with one aspect of inner awareness. And today's particular aspect of inner awareness is the inner moorland that we experience. So let us begin. Sit comfortably on your chair. Perhaps close your eyes. Let yourself become gently aware of your breathing. Now once or twice, consciously take a really deep breath, taking it in slowly, holding it a little, breathing it out slowly. Then focus your awareness on your breath. Feel it go in. In imagination, sense it distributing into your bloodstream and then throughout your body, gathering toxins and releasing them into the air as you breathe out. When the time is right for you, let your breathing pattern return to normal. And again, I invite you to take one more moment to ask yourself, how was that for me? And let the response emerge. So, for today, we're naming what happens for each person. There's a unique set of tingles and clangs as each of us engages with inner and outer events. And underpinning these are preferences, desires, choices that further engage different inner selves. And then there's a more than aspect as well, which integrates inner elements of experience. So, in the story about Days I Don't Go Out, there was more than my conscious level realities that impinged. Patterns. I have a pattern of putting a client's need before mine. I have a pattern of enjoying my own space. I have a pattern of noting tingles and clangs and body reactions. And I have a pattern of not filtering the messages. As well as patterns, there were values. I value providing the service and flexibility my business offers more than opting for my personal preferences. And I had a stance of inner listening to the tingles and clangs and to my body reactions. And the outcome of all of that more than operating below my conscious awareness was that my observer self noted that this choice balanced work and personal life appropriately. And there's a further outcome from that. This was a notch towards a more positive self-image. And I have one more note. All of those aspects had begun in conscious awareness, but then as I repeated them and they became patterns and stances and values, they operated mostly below conscious awareness. In the story about stress, there are also more than elements, more than my conscious awareness that arise. I don't choose for the phrases obsessive compulsive and don't be stressed to grab my inner attention. That was metaphor at work. I didn't choose for repetition to deepen the story. Actually, I repeated the story for the fun of it, and the story deepened to the extent that it continued within me and gave me a clang of inner truth. My true self nurtured me. That wasn't from my conscious arising. My true self alerted me to how a lesser desire strategy of pretending that I wasn't stressed or denying that I was stressed was damaging a deeper desire outcome, and it used a dream energy strategy, which is for something to arise. So that was like waking dream energy. And here's something very noteworthy from my point of view. That I thought I wasn't stressed and I thought I wasn't compulsive. My self-image had adjusted to protect that surface desire of fear that my study would meet with strong disapproval. And I didn't know that until after my decision to listen to the clang about stress. Certainly a more than my conscious awareness. And again, here we have conscious and unconscious awarenesses being interactive. I'm giving you a little time now to allow aspects of inner more than in your stories around one of your tingles and clangs or choices to surface. And I'm naming them off. Perhaps a pattern, stance, value, self-image, reality, a dream energy arising, a metaphoric sensing, a balancing note. There would be many other things that might be true for you to reveal themselves, but I've named a few and I've given examples of them. And again, I encourage you to speak what you have named to yourself, to me, your virtual presenter, to others in your group, and or write them down. There's precious information in this. So we come to a summary of what we've done. There are more than elements for all of us. They're mostly beyond our conscious choosing, and they impinge on our choices. And the ones we have named in this experience for are patterns, values, stances, self-image adjustments, metaphoric sensings, balancing, nurturing. We have a strategy that can increase your capacity to become more aware of more thans operating in your life. Each evening, or sometime during the day, spend some time, 7 to 10 minutes, asking yourself, where were inner more thans in my life today? And allow them to gently reveal themselves. They won't reveal themselves if you stamp your feet and say, I want to know. The next morning, 1 to 2 minutes, soak in the more than that has most energy, is most revealing and or most unexpected for you. I'm giving you some time to be with how has experience 4 expanded your awareness of your choices being impinged on by inner more than elements. So, experience 1 was of tingles and clanks. Experience 2 was of realities of self within my consciousness of me and my skin. Experience 3 was about preference, desire, choice in responding to unexpected inner and outer invitations to change my present stance. And experience 4 notes that inner more than aspects impinge on our choices as we move forward in our inner journeying growth. And I have the picture, again called Unexpected by Siga Kurda. It holds here. It's like a little cave. And there's more than happening. He didn't choose for what arrived in his hand. And he doesn't choose for a lot that will emerge from behind the veil. Are you encouraged to expand and enrich your inner awareness yet more? You could do that through experiencing experiences 5 to 10. Thank you for listening to that inner invitation to engage with experience 4.